Hey, Chris Cantelmo here with another Daily Vibration. So I heard from a fellow psychonaut, Jack, today, who did an eyes open outdoor DMT vape, and he reported, he used a good analogy for what the trees were doing. You know those inflatable balloon men, like arms waving, that you see outside of auto dealerships and stuff? See them on street corners sometimes, just trying to get your attention. That's exactly what happens to trees when you do DMT. Like, they come alive and they start like flapping their branches, just like those inflatable characters. And what you realize is that in whatever dimension you enter when you do DMT, those sort of, there's a dimensionality out there in which trees are extremely active. They get larger and they get active. And for whatever reason, when just normal perception, you can't tune into that, but that's what happens. He said that, it really rang true. And he had an interaction with a insectoidal creature that communicated telepathically, and he said he picked up what sounded to him like a static noise coming out of the thing, and he felt like he had been that this alien creature was somehow repairing his brain. And that's a common feeling that you get when you interact with these entities. They seem to be, they want to communicate something important to you. And you kind of get the sense that they realize that there's some knowledge that you lack, and there's some feature of your senses that is not allowing you to understand what they're saying. So they do this strange thing with light, and with me, it always seems like they're shining light in such a way that they're like recoding your ability to interpret them. And here's the thing, I have to stress this over and over and over. Anyone who does DMT, first of all, people come back, any compound where 100% of the people come back and say, oh my God, that's the most unbelievable thing that's ever happened. You really got to listen to those people. And when people are coming back and reporting the same thing over and over, these interactions with entities that have something to communicate, and they, for the most part, they're a benign. It's a benign interaction, or one in which they're actively trying to help you be healthier and help you learn about the world and the universe. Another, so Jack is he's going in for another experience, and I can't wait to hear more about it. And I want to eventually get him to do a video with me. I'll interview him so you can hear all the details from Jack. So that'll be coming up soon. Another thing I wanted to mention, I was talking to another guy yesterday, and he was asking if DMT, if I've noticed any effect on my dreams. And I would say that, I would have to say I can't, that I haven't had, there has not been any major change in my dreams since I started doing DMT, with the exception that I've thought, when I do have a dream, I've thought more about it. And I've come to the conclusion that what deja vu is, our dreams, I think, foreshadow future events. And it seems to me that what a deja vu is when the real world version of the event foreshadowed in your dream happens. So that feeling is, you know, you've been there before, yeah, because what you saw was that event happening in a dream. So think about that and see if that rings true for you. Now, I want to address this notion that people don't want to believe that there actually are entities out in the real world that you can see. There are other dimensions that you can see when you inhale DMT or do ayahuasca. I've done ayahuasca. I've done it in oral form. I've snorted it. So, but you have to step back for a second. When we get caught up in our daily lives, where you don't see these incredible things every day, it's very easy to forget about the fact that we're on a huge round rock, basically, in this universe that is so vast, it's incomprehensibly large, with 100 billion galaxies, each with 100 billion stars, and God knows how many planets around those stars. Who, in a universe like we're in, why would you ever think that something is actually impossible? How could it not be that there are other dimensions out there? Physicists talk about it all the time. Are there parallel universes? Are there other dimensions? The multiverse. It turns out there is. Why does it take DMT to see those other dimensions? Who knows? Who cares? All that matters is that it's been discovered that yes, indeed, there are other dimensions, and you can interact with them on DMT. And again, I was the biggest skeptic when I would hear about when Joe Rogan he would ask people about DMT. Do you think it's a portal to another dimension? I used to roll my eyes like, oh, come on, Joe, smoke another joint. And then I did it, and I'm like, holy shit, it's actually a portal to another dimension or dimensions. So people get used to the idea that the universe is as magical as you hope it is, and we all hope it is. It's more magical. It's so much more fascinating that we let ourselves believe in our everyday existence, where you wake up, you got to go to work, you come home, things annoy you, traffic annoys you. The little things in our daily existence that can get us down, they tend to make us skeptical and turn us into skeptics. And wait till you start doing DMT. All of that fades away because you're confronted with these other beautiful visions. And once you realize that those are actually out there, they're not imagined. They're not figments of your imagination. It's going to change your world, and it's going to change humanity. I can't wait for more of you guys to start doing DMT. There's no time like the present. It's so easy to do. Get a hold of Mimosa hostilis bark, and I'm getting a new batch of bark tomorrow, and I'm going to do a video, extraction video. You can see how I do it. It's really easy. Anybody can do it. Anyway, Chris Cantelmo here with another Daily Vibration.